Hey guys, Leanne Holitza here with the Healing Studio. Here we are on another Sunday to find out what the week is going to look like. So, if you haven't ever joined me, here's how to get a card. Just type me please in the comments. I see a lot of you already, and everybody I'm seeing is coming in from YouTube because YouTube lets you comment early. So I have a couple different feeds coming in, Facebook and YouTube. So if you think you don't understand why you can't see the other people that I'm pulling, it's because it's coming in from a couple different feeds. But letting yourself get a card and listen as well to all the people that get messages as well, because a lot of times the guides kind of clump everything together. But if you want to get ahead of the game in the future, you can go to my YouTube channel and hit subscribe and that little bell button, and you will get notified when I go live, and you can kind of get to the top of the list. A couple things healing studio wise. My energy awareness part 1 has changed names. It's changed to self healing 101. So if you've already taken energy healing part 1, you can audit this one and you can come and play with the newbies. But if you haven't taken this class, this is our energy anatomy, learning what psychic threats are, how to protect your energy, how to heal yourself, how to talk to your guides, that kind of thing. So that's coming up in January, but the price is changing here today. So just go check that out if you want. Here, I'll put my little website up here. The other thing is this Friday, there's a couple spots left in guides group. So this is where we do group readings more in depth, like a couple hours worth instead of just this 30 minutes where we're listening to the guides and the guides have messages for us. That group is small, so everybody hears from their guides. It's only 8 people. You can attend virtually. It is hybrid. We've got just, I mean, I'm looking at the schedule really quick, which is we've got a small business Saturday coming up in November, and our regular sound baths and our group healings are happening as well. So, all right. Today, the way this works is we're going to do this week as a whole. That's our reading for everybody. Then we're going to do a 1, 2, 3, which would allow you to get a card if you're watching later, but also kicks off if you're watching live your first card. Okay. And then we'll go to individual names who have typed me please in the comments. Okay. I'm using the infinite wisdom of the chakras deck for our individuals. I also have here with me today Silo Malane, which is, it's hard to see, but it has these little kind of spots in it. And this is an activation of a magical stone. This stone is magical. It's sometimes called Merlinite. So we're going to use the Merlin spray, the Amanda Ellis Merlin spray, to activate, kind of working with dualistic stuff. So when we're feeling really conflicted about what side to take or what to feel about one thing or another, or how to understand multiple perspectives, Merlin helps us basically kind of transcend and use our own magical intentions and awareness to create change. All right. Okay, let's do this. All right. For the week, starting off, be aware that, okay, there's some blessings coming through. It's time to be a receiver rather than just a giver. So this week, be in the receiving mode. This might mean opening your heart. This might mean dropping expectations when you not to worry about what might be, expected if somebody gives to you, because sometimes we get that way. We get very transactional, worried about, if you give this to me, what are you expecting back, kind of thing. Just say thank you and receive. Okay. This card is the card of like what to focus on. Now, the grace card, when it's coming sideways, is you are the action taker. So even if your guides, your angels, your unseen helpers, your intuitive healers, anybody who's got some information for you can guide you, but you're the final decision maker of your own life. That's what this message is about. Okay. So this is a message of, yes, use your guidance, get the guidance, calm down, listen to your guidance, throw some cards if you want to. But in the end, you're the decision maker. So take ownership over your actions. Okay. And then last is laughter. So good week, actually. Okay. Receiving, being in charge of ourselves and being more playful. This card also says go outside, getting into the sunshine. You see there's a little sun here, a little water. Get yourself out into nature at the end of the week. Okay. The weather is changing here, so it's kind of nicer to be cooler. I love the seasons. I really love living where there's seasons. All right, let's get moving into the infinite wisdom of chakras. Now, just for heads up, Natalie, you're at the end of the list. Just hi. I'm coming though, so just know I'm on my way. All right. So Natalie, Andrea, Gina, again, you guys are coming in from Facebook. Facebook is a little bit slower than YouTube, and I'm on my feed here. So just hint, hint, you could always go to YouTube. Not today. You don't need to go today. I'm just saying in the future. Okay. All right. Here we go. So everyone tune in first. Here's your first card. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so now just tune in. See which number pops for you. 1, 2, or 3. All right, if you picked 1, you're going to be working on chakra balance and peace. Okay, this card says through energy, breath, and balance emerges the greatest sense of peace. So for you, this focus this week is to be in alignment the best you can with your energy centers. So you can imagine golden healing streams coming down into your physical form and filling you up and letting you really feel more in tune with all your energy centers. If you don't know what chakras are, you might want to come to Self Healing 101. Just saying. All right. If you picked 2, you've got the Dancer, and you're about balance. Okay. So this card says activate your willingness to enter the dance. Okay. So movement is going to be important for you. Also cooperation. I'm hearing cooperation with others and kind of dancing with others, meaning you got to let somebody else move themselves in concert with you. So if you're doing partnerships of any sort, it takes 2 to tango, right? And so just giving that space for the other person to be able to do what they're doing too. If you picked 3, you are a warrior. Warrior 1 empowerment, okay? Call on your inner strength and stamina as you establish your place in the world. This is the card of just stand in your truth, stand strong, be in that core balance. Okay. So with all the other cards we're getting, these cards are all indicating coming back to the self and receiving energy. So that's good. All right. Let's get started. Gina, you are on the top of the list. All right. Gina, you got the Lion. Courage this week, okay? So this card says be courageous and see your power in the world. So see, I think we're really doing some self-empowerment this week. So the lion sometimes stands alone, right? The lion doesn't necessarily hang out with the other, cats. So it's sometimes being able to see in your own power, your own strength, and strut your own stuff, and who cares, who notices, kind of thing. So be in that power. Okay, Carrie, for you this week, you're being asked to focus on the deer. So compassion. Okay, the card says accept everything as it is and find compassion for all in the situation. So this is when even when it's really hard to find compassion for everyone in the situation, it's sometimes really useful, and you get less defensive when you start to have compassion for other people, and you're like, okay, I can feel into my heart, and I can feel that you have a perspective here too. So the deer is asking for you to soften and see all sides and not take a side necessarily this week. Okay. Tanya, you are working on sacred groove guidance. Okay. So it says travel into the power places and receive guidance you are seeking. So this is nature for you. This is get outside, go be where you feel empowered, go be where you feel your strength, feel your connection to all that is and the cycles. Okay. So if you can find a power spot, there's actually a lot. If you're in Colorado, there's a lot of places really close by. because of these mountains and the way formations are around here. So, all right, Cece, you've got divine flow and confidence. Okay. So this is saying let go of doubt and move forward confidently. Okay. So this is, and this is also using your throat chakra to speak your truth and just moving confidently through to what you need to move through to, and not to hold back. It's sometimes when we doubt ourselves, we hold back, and that's card is saying don't do that. Okay, Kimberly. For the week for you, you're focusing on Guadalupe, forgiveness. Okay. So this is a good week to forgive yourself and others and awaken a deeper opening in the heart. So I'm really getting that there's some deep forgiveness energy available to you this week. I've been kind of drawn to play that game Satori again, like start offering that. That's a really good rewrite your story game. But it is, just about kind of seeing things in a different perspective. Okay. And let that forgiveness energy come through. Nicole and Seth. Nicole, you've got the dawn, okay, and sexuality. So this card is saying the masculine and feminine within you are receiving healing now. Okay, so sexual energy is a second chakra energy. It's creativity, it's emotional flow. It's really about just that kind of primal connection to the self. It doesn't have to even do with anybody else necessarily. Just about you feeling into that power. Seth, you're working on solar plexus chakra, fire. So igniting the power energy in your individual light. So this being yourself is a singular, knowing who you are, being authentic, setting good boundaries for that self, and letting your mind be more sorted out. Okay. Diane, for you this week, you are focused on the chakra balance. So if you picked the number 1, it's doubling down. But if you didn't, here it is, peace. And doing breath work to bring your energy and awareness to the centers in your physical field. Okay, so a little bit of more focus on your energy field this week and being in balance. Tiff, your focus for the week is dark, goddess, and grief. Okay, so it's time for sensing of grief as a gift from the heart. All right. So the grief can be powerful. It can be transformative. It's not, we all have grief. We all will experience grief in our lifetime. And it's really a time for sensing into how much love and capacity you can have for love inside yourself. Okay. So sending hugs on that one. Rob, you've got Shiva and transcendence, preparing to step into your seat of higher awareness and conscious action. Okay. So, Rob, higher awareness, conscious action. See the snake? Kundalini energy pulling up to that higher self, really letting yourself kind of access beyond the day-to-day illusions. Okay. So focusing on that this week, even sending energy just to the top of your head and reaching out with awareness can really help expand that. Okay, Kelly and Matthew. Kelly, for you this week, you're focusing on the great central sun unity, become aware of ideas, consciousness, and existence beyond the known. So you can see, you guys, we're really transcending this week. There's a lot of energy that's moving into trying to open us up to a higher truth about ourselves. So this week, focusing, journal, I'm saying write it down, write your wisdom down so you can remember that kind of thing. That's going to be a really, really good week for you on that. Okay, Matthew's focusing on the raven goddess and magic, flying into the darkness to reveal the light within you. So this can be a little bit of a dark night of a soul thing. We don't love that. We don't love to go into our darkness. But that's where a lot of the juicy stuff is about who we are as a truth. So this week would be a good week to explore shadow work, to explore the yin and yang concept, and exploring, the masculine feminine balance. All of that, that's good for moving you forward and just kind of really knowing yourself more fully. Okay. Well, don't avoid the darkness. The darkness is just another aspect. It's not a bad thing necessarily. Okay. Robin, Austin, Jordan. Robin, You're going to focus on priestess and intuition, connecting to your highest wisdom and the divine feminine. So chakra focus, this is this third eye, really intuiting in, trusting your intuition, kind of getting to know the difference between the mind and the intuition. Be a good focus for you this week, okay? Austin, you're working on owl wisdom, okay? So use all your senses to perceive the wisdom and information you are seeking. So the owl is a really good symbol for just deep inner knowing and not necessarily like intellect. It's like it's integrated in, it just is the truth. Because of my experiences that I've had, I know what the truth is. For me anyway, I know what the truth is for me. It doesn't have to be your truth, but it's my truth kind of thing. All right. Jordan. Okay. Second time we've seen this one. Shiva, transcendence, preparing for a deep state of higher awareness. Okay. So make sure to make time for this. Really give yourself time to explore. I'm seeing for you a water would be helpful. If you can like get into like one of those sensory and float tanks, that would be useful for you to kind of hear. But if you can't do that, even just a bath or a really good shower, something with water this week for your inner knowing. Okay, Michaela, for you this week, you're going to focus on the solar plexus chakra fire, igniting the powerful individual energy. So that's third chakra, belly. So this is, setting clear intentions about who you are and the boundaries you want to set around that, so that you can more fully be expressing your unique self. Okay, Taryn and Eli. Taryn, you also have grief this week, and so just be really kind to yourself, really gentle. Grief is going to be big for you this week. There's going to be a lot of opportunity to be in that, and it's not to avoid, it's to be in appreciation and gratitude for why you're grieving and give it space. Okay, Eli, you've got dolphin joy, open to the power of joy through movement and play. Okay. So this is a good movement week for you, getting out, moving around, doing things just for fun, just play, just to play. Okay. All right. Kimberly, you've got the owl wisdom. Second time we've seen that one. So using your just what you know, like not necessarily having to learn something new, but just letting your wisdom integrate. Okay. Let that wisdom integrate in this week. And just sometimes we don't know what we know because it's just there. So maybe ask the people around you, what's some of my wisdom that you get gleaned from being around me? Okay, Jamie, you got the dancer and balance. If you depict two at the beginning, you're getting a double down. Okay, activate your willing to enter the dance. So there's other people in our lives, and that's a good thing. We don't want that to go away. Sometimes the people don't act the way we want them to when we get frustrated or we try to move them in a certain way. Just try and dance with the other people in your life this week and not fight or resist. Okay. Ether, third time's a charm for this one. So this means it's for all of us. Okay, you guys. So prepare for a deeper set of higher intuition and then take conscious action with that intuition. So check in with your heart this week, Aether. Like really like even placing your hand on your heart and saying, what does my heart want in this situation? Letting your heart have a voice and not just your mind. Okay. All right. Patty, for you this week, you're focused on family healing. Trust in the support of your earth soul family. Okay. So, we pick our families before we come here. So sometimes we have difficulty with our families of origin and they've taught us a lot. And we sometimes have to move past what pains and struggles we've had. But there's also gifts there. So this week, just kind of focus on the gifts of family. Know that your ancestors are watching closely too. That's another thing about that message for you. Okay. Janelle and Donnie. Janelle, you're focusing this week on the mountain pose of stability. Okay. So it's aligned with stability of earth for grounding support. Open your higher vision as you do. Okay. So these cards actually are based on the yoga poses. So you could even just work on mountain pose, and just kind of feeling stronger and more stable and affirming your stability. Sometimes the outside world feels really unstable and then makes us feel unstable when we're actually not unstable. So your guides are just confirming you're stable this week. Donnie, Donnie, you got the Dancer and Balance. So that's the third time, you guys. Third time's the charm for all of this. Okay. So this card is for all of us, but for you, Donnie, too. People are going to be frustrating. That is the way life is, right? We get frustrated with each other. We get frustrated with other people's behaviors and choices and values and executions of those values. But it's all a dance. Diversity is important in our experience. And you might have to ask, why am I experiencing this type of diversity right now? What am I in? Okay, mountain, river. You've got the tree, rooted. Find harmony by planting your roots deep within the earth. Lots of grounding this week. Lots and lots and lots of grounding. Lots of tapping into old wisdom, okay? Go hug a tree. Go sit under a tree. Okay, Kalina. You've got Ganesh, abundance of earth. Release the obstacles to receiving abundance in perfect form. It's okay to start experiencing more abundance in your life. Okay, Ganesh is going to help you remove obstacles. Now, abundance is not money. Abundance is all the things that we want in the right proportion that make us feel balanced. Okay, so just kind of let yourself just kind of tap into what even is that for me. Enough free time, enough time with friends, enough time, and it's unique to you what makes you feel abundant. Okay, and Patty, I see you plugged Barbara in down there at the bottom. I'm coming, I'll get there. Janice, Ganesh for you too. They stack these together sometimes because they have more to say about a topic, right? So Janice and Kalina, you guys are together and they're bringing you Ganesh. This is like, it's okay to have ease. It doesn't always have to be hard. And if you haven't set your intentions with the universe, or you just think you have to do it all yourself without the universe's help, then that's when you're going to be in struggle. And Ganesh is basically here to say, let it go. Let you, that receiving card for the week, let yourself start receiving. Okay. Astrid, you got goddess of vibration and truth. Allow your words and actions to reflect your truth. Okay. So really using the impeccable words of your life this week and really focusing on what you say and how you say it in whatever form you're communicating in. Okay. And just really keeping it as elevated as you can. Okay, Christy, Kira, and Finn. Christy, you got fertility and Aphrodite. Okay, so this has become attuned with your fertile ground within you. So this is really a time for you to nourish yourself, rejuvenate that nourishment, and give yourself a chance to use that fertility that you have to create the next thing. It's been a little bit stagnant, and I feel like this week might be moving a little bit more. Thank goodness, because the stagnation was kind of crazy. Okay, Kira, I shuffled. You got fertility too. Okay, so everybody's working on, and you two are working on anyway in your house there. You're working on, really honing your skills, honing your gifts, seeing how you have everything you need already in front of you to do what you want to do next. Finn. All right, you bring Ganesh to us for the third time. So it's for all of us, but remembering that the obstacles are removed. Okay, so this is okay to feel for all of us. We're all getting Ganesh now. Ganesh is here to say, let it be easier. Let it go a little bit. Don't be efforting so much. Okay, Blossoming Lotus. You've got the lion. Okay, so courage, being courageous and seeing your power in the world. So being a little bit more singular with your power this week, not collective, working on what you have to offer and your own, kind of wisdom and strength, regardless of how everybody else is behaving. Okay. Sam, you're working on the sacral chakra, water. Okay. So connect to the inner dwelling, place of the joy and pleasure. Okay. So creativity, really focusing on flowing with emotions. Emotions like to flow. If they get stuck, can make you sick. So really flowing with emotions, letting emotions be real and true to you. Okay. Terry, for you this week, it's time to focus on your throat chakra and spaciousness. So finding the opening of your voice and expression. Okay, so speaking more, being more impeccable with the speech, not just I'm not just outside speech, but how you talk to yourself is going to matter as well. Your guides are saying be nice, and know that, yeah, it's okay to use humor sometimes to deflect things, but sometimes just the truth needs to be said. Okay. All right. Heidi, you've got solar plexus fire. That's the third time for all of us. So here we go. Third chakra. So this is igniting the powerful energy of your individual light. Okay. So really focusing on that belly area, strengthening and restoring health there. Okay. So decision making, making up your mind. Everybody is supposed to be focusing on this, but you, Heidi, in particular, going to be focusing really on that energy of putting yourself first, receiving on the behalf of the self, and setting boundaries on the behalf of the self. Okay, Lisa, you're focused on the divine flow and confidence. Okay, so let go of doubt and move forward, create confidently. So this is very much, let yourself go. Okay, I put in the work. I can let it start coming to me. I can start receiving more. And, I can also let go of the struggles around me. They're not all my responsibility to take care of. Okay. All right. Karen, Bahar, and Reese. Eat 100 foods. You got the wolf. Communication. Notice the ability to convey ideas through words and expression, or even body language or stance. And think about being more open this week, especially since we're in that receiving mode. But no, with the guidance card, we are all just in the mode of guidance. Okay, goddess of vibration and truth for Bahar. So allow your words and actions to reflect your truth. So speak up, say what you mean, be direct, use your words carefully too, because sometimes you say things and then you can't unsay them. Okay. Reese, you got heart chakra, wisdom of love and compassion. Open your heart and see the whole world inside of you. So this is very much focused on love, affinity, all of those things that we all need. Okay. Gina. Okay, fourth time's a charm with Shiva. Okay, so this is for all of us, but in particular, you're going to be focused on this. I'm going to open the book just a minute, just to make sure I didn't miss anything that they're trying to say by bringing this card to us 4 times. It says, prepare to step into your seat of higher awareness and conscious action. It's a blessing to bring you aware that you're ready to manifest in your life. It's a good time to transcend the boundaries of linear time. Okay, so good. We have been a little stagnant, so I'm glad to see we're going to be moving a little more here. Okay, Andrea, told you it took me the whole time to get to you, but thanks for hanging. If you're still there, dawn of sexuality. Okay, so masculine, feminine unity, being able to really be in touch with your own sexuality, what that even means, how you can use that energy to drive some new things. Sexual energy is very passionate. It's very motivating. So, and it doesn't have to be for somebody else. It could just be for you. Okay, Natalie, you're focusing on the sky messenger, freedom. Let go of restrictions and set yourself free. Okay, so I'm hearing to not speak the truth of a story of restriction this week, to really speak the stories of freedom and how you're free and living your best life. Joe, focus on the dark goddess of grief. Okay, you guys, it's the 3rd time's the charm for us all. There's going to be some grief coming up. Okay, but I know you know this, Joe. I know you know that there's a beauty in grief, and so just focus on that beauty in grief this week. Give it some space in your life. Okay, Barbara, you're focused on the root chakra, wisdom of the earth. Connect to the earth as a mean of realigning your energy. So feeling really, really, really grounded and safe in your space. Okay, let yourself just get really connected to the sense of safety and security. All right, Lee, hi, welcome. So you figured out, basically it's me please to get a card for you guys who are hanging out. I just like that me please, so you can give me heads up and you show up in my comments. All right, Lee, for the week you are focusing on family healing. Okay, trust in your support of your family. This might be ancestral. This might be beyond the families of that you can see. So really reaching out to the wisdom of what has gotten you to your life up to this point is based on stuff other people did way back, right? So see if you can incorporate some of that wisdom in your present time in a good way. Okay, so focus on that family healing this week. All right, Naomi, You are working on the deer compassion, which is about seeing all sides, be compassionate for everyone involved. Try not to have harsh judgment against anybody in particular. Just give yourself that compassionate view of everyone. I know it's sometimes it can be hard, especially when somebody's acting out. Ashley, your focus for the week is your crown chakra and divine connections, bridging, waiting to be crossed. Okay, so there's some information trying to come in. Spend some time with it. Listen, journal, write it down. Spend some time. If you don't have oracle cards, you could come to the healing studio and get some. But just if you do, throw some cards. Just see what wants to come through this week. Okay. All right, Jessica. I think we're at our 30-minute mark here, you guys. But Jessica, your card and focus for the week is Priestess Intuition. Okay, connect to the highest wisdom of the divine feminine. So really about going within, listening to the silence, listening to the heart, not the mind. Think of like the dark night sky. It's, you can't see exactly clearly what's right in front of you, but you can see that you're part of something much bigger. That's what your focus is for this week. Okay. All right. We did it. I will be back here, same time, same place next Sunday. Again, Self Healing 101 is going to start in January, but the price is changing up. So if you want to get in on that, you might want to try to do that today. And yeah, I think that we're getting to the end of the year. I can feel it coming. We're going to be having new opportunities for manifestation. So awesome. All right. See you guys later. Thanks for spending time with me. Bye.